Today, we are cracking the code on falsehood. For the GRE, it's just not enough to know a word means false. You've got to know how it's false. Let's kick things off with the most basic kind of falsehood. When the information is just, well, wrong. This first bucket of words we're looking at deals with all those untrue stories and reports where the facts get a little fuzzy, or, their origins are pretty questionable. First up, we have apocryphal. So an apocryphal story is one of those tales that gets told so many times it starts to feel true, but its origins, super murky. Think about that classic story of how a famous company started. It makes for a great speech at orientation, but good luck finding any actual proof it happened that way. Okay, now let's talk about Canard. A Canard isn't just a false story. It's a rumor that's often spread on purpose. It's that sticky kind of misinformation that just hangs around forever, long after it's been proven wrong. Just like the example you see here. And rounding out this first group, we have Erroneous. Now, this one is all about a simple mistake. There is zero intent to deceive. The newspaper didn't set out to lie. They just messed up. And that's why they issued a correction. Okay, so we've covered bad information. Now, let's shift gears and talk about things that literally aren't what they seem. Our next category is all about fakes, shams, and substitutes. First in this group is Ersatz. This is your classic substitute, and usually it's a lower quality one. Think imitation crab meat or, vegan leather. It kind of does the job, but it is not the real deal. Now compare that to Spurious. While Ersatz is just a substitute, Spurious is an outright fake. It's a lie pretending to be the authentic thing. Let's take it up a notch with Sham. A sham isn't just one fake object, it's the whole situation that's fraudulent. Think of a marriage that's just for show, maybe for a green card or something. The whole thing is a performance, a complete hoax that has no real substance behind it. All right, now for the really tricky category, the kind the GRE absolutely loves. We're talking about arguments and appearances that look and sound true, but are actually built to deceive you. A fallacious argument is one that's built on faulty logic. What's so tricky is that the individual facts might even be true, but the conclusion that's drawn from them is totally wrong. The reasoning itself is the core of the problem. Okay, now let's look at sophistry. This is all about intent. Sophistry is when someone uses arguments that sound really clever and smart, but are actually designed to trick the audience. It is a deliberate, calculated deception. Then you have specious. Something that's specious looks really good on the surface. It sounds totally plausible at first listen, but the second you start to really look at it, the whole thing just crumbles. It's like a shiny promise that has absolutely nothing behind it. And finally, in this group, we have meretricious. This is a lot like specious, but you often hear it used for things like art or entertainment. It's all flash, no substance. Think about a movie that has amazing special effects, but a completely terrible plot. It's all style, no soul. So let's put these three really tricky words right next to each other. Fallacious is all about flawed logic. Sophistry is about deceptive intent, and specious is about a plausible appearance. Seeing them laid out like this really helps make those fine lines between them crystal clear, doesn't it? All right, you've seen the words, you've learned the subtle distinctions. I think it's time to put all that new knowledge to the test. Let's do it. First one's up. The argument sounded convincing, but its logic was deeply flawed. Which word fits best here? And if you chose fallacious, you are spot on. The sentence points directly to faulty reasoning, which is the exact definition of a fallacious argument. Okay, next question. The story is widely repeated, even though no one can verify it. What are we thinking? And the correct answer is apocryphal. This is the perfect word for those stories that literally everyone seems to know, but nobody can actually prove. Last question for you. The product looked impressive, but turned out to be flashy and worthless. Which one of these words really captures that idea of a shiny exterior with a totally empty core? And the answer is meretricious. That's the word we use for something that's all style and zero substance. It grabs your attention with all its flash, but it has no real value underneath. So after all this, what's the big takeaway? Look, it's not just about memorizing a list of words. The real skill, both for the GRE and just for life in general, is to pause when you come across something that feels false and ask yourself, why? Answering that why is the absolute key to thinking with precision and clarity.